it's Kylie Bertucci, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia with you, and I have another exciting card to show you. I know there's been a lot of videos this week, but I'm really excited about these new celebration products, and this is the new one that I wanted to show you today. Of course, using Painted Seasons, my new favourite stamp set that I can't get enough of. But the exciting thing about this card is it's very quick and easy. This is a super simple card, but just introduces a little bit of embossing, which you don't have to do. You could just stamp it with basic black or something like that. But I love the little pop of the embossing there in the corner. So I'm going to show you how I did that, of course, with a little envelope here that's all decorated. And we're going to use a different colour, as always. Now, if you haven't popped over to my other videos, please make sure you do. You can go check out all my other videos, because this week I've been a busy girl. Look at all these cards here. How exciting is that? So this is using all the beautiful new celebration products. And this is, again, the new Painted Seasons. We've got a Country Floral embossing folder, Textured Impressions, Dynamic Textured Impressions folder. If I just mix them up, it sounds like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't really. So let's jump on in. I know, is that not the quickest intro ever? I'm getting faster. And do you like the new split screen, by the way? It's a new edition this week. Got to try new things, don't we? So I have a piece of A4 cardstock cut in half, 10.5, and for all of you lovely metric and imperial peeps, here is your measurements for your card base. You can just do it the normal way. And of course, you need your little insert piece that's going to go inside, 4" by 5.25, and that's there. And we're going to use these two strips here. So I've got 2 1/4 by 5.5, and then another layer on top here. I've done new templates. These are my card templates. I'll put the link below. 2" by 5.5", because I love my card templates. And now these go in the pack with me, so that I can go, oh, what size did I do that again, that little strip? Now in the metric, it's 14.9 by 21 centimeters, and the insert 14.4 by 10 centimeters. And then these are our strips here, 5.5 centimeters by 14.9, and then 5 centimeters by 14.9, because we want it to go to the edge. So there's the measurements. So let's jump on in, get a bone folder. Where is my little bone folder? I had one here. No, I'll just grab a new one. I'm like, where did it go? It's disappeared. I have no idea where things go in this craft room. Do your things disappear in your craft room? Seriously, they get legs and walk away. I'm like, it was just here. So we'll just line that up and score that one at the edge there. Do you know how gorgeous this is going to be in the Night of Navy? I'm just like, this is going to be beautiful, because suddenly this has gone from, this week you've seen it go autumn colours, then the beautiful subtle colours. But this one's going to go vintage. We're going vintage now. Look at those. Aren't they just gorgeous? So make sure you look at my videos, because I've got all the measurements, everything you need for those. So we are going to stamp on the smaller strip. And what we'll do is just sort of stamp. Oh yeah, that looks great. You don't want your ink pads too inky for this stamp, by the way. If you find that your ink pad is too inky, there's 2 options. You can make the little note cards. If you have a look at my videos, I did the ink swiping technique, and you can use that. Or you could just turn your pad upside down and stamp it a few times to get that excess ink off. It feels bad that you're wasting ink, but you cannot have a really inky ink pad. The other thing you can do is get a bone folder and squish down the ink a little bit, but it's probably good just to get the excess ink off anyway. So we'll just stamp this a few times here. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful that is. This flower is just absolutely stunning. So no rhyme nor reason. You can just sort of, I like it sort of partially being off. That's probably the only rule of thumb that I would give you, just for that natural look. Bit there. And a little bit there. And a tiny bit there. So you can see it has that gorgeous look. And this is how easy it is. I'm serious. We're now going to stick the card together. Other than a little bit of embossing, we're done. It's like, just like that. Whip it up. Who says they don't have time for card making? Just make one of these. Get your Tombow glue. Stick that down. Hopefully you can see that okay. I'll move my little ink out of it. Actually, no, we do need that for the inside. So we glue that. Then we glue it to the cardstock. I actually preferred gluing this down first before doing my embossing because then I could line up exactly where I wanted my sentiment to go, where it looked pleasing to my eye. My eye has to be pleased. And on the inside, we'll emboss that in a moment. We'll get our beautiful Night of Navy ink. I'm getting used to this split screen. I'm like, oh, am I on the screen or am I off the screen? Keep checking. I will eventually get used to it. I'll have to use my grid paper as a guide of where I need to be. And isn't it just so amazing that you can use one colour, that monochrome look, and it just comes up so beautiful. Move that one out of the way. Put 3. I like to work in 3s because of the Fibonacci sequence. If you haven't heard about the Fibonacci sequence, you have to Google it. But most things in nature that are very pleasing to our eyes are always odds. If you look at flower petals, always odd. It's always an odd number. So I try and work in odd numbers. But because we've got 3 in the front, I'm going to put 2 here, and that's still odd. Yeah, because it becomes 5 and it looks lovely. Look at that. Beautiful! So then we'll just do our little embossing. Now I've used a stamp set. So this flower here, in case you haven't seen my other videos this week, comes from this gorgeous stamp set here, the Painted Seasons. Celebration only stamp set. So you can start earning this from the 15th of February this month. If you basically need to get, it's a bundle, so it comes with designer series paper. You'll need to spend $180 to get this beautiful stamp set, or join today, become a demonstrator, and get the perks of being able to order it right away, or even add it to your starter kit. So that's an option. There has been some few issues with the joining link. If you have issues, please let me know, because I would love to be able to help you. And I would love to direct you to Stampin' Up, because they would be able to help you, hopefully, to sign up manually. Not sure what's been happening, but anyway. And this is where our little sentiment comes from. Lots of love. We're going to use that one there and emboss it in white. So let's get our little embossing tray here. I'm very sorry this is non-Stampin' Up. It's not current anymore, but I just love it. I don't want to get rid of it because I love it so much. And we want to say lots of love, which is perfect for this card because it's got that sort of vintage look to it. And I think about there looks lovely. It's good using the polymer because then you can line it up. Going to come in with some embossing powder. So the first thing I used was my embossing buddy, and that just takes off the static. So we'll just put that on. Yep, that looks good. And we'll heat that. Oops, I've got lots of rulers tangled in my embossing gun, but it looks all right. Now, what I would suggest is putting this on half mode. Because it's the card base, we don't want a lot of the curling that you can get from the high setting. So I'm not sure if you knew that the embossing body has 2 settings. I mean, it's still going to curl a little bit. Just go back a little bit further and just try and be patient. We will fold it back, but it's not as bad as when you use the full strength one. When you use full strength, it's like, oh, Oh, it just killed the cardstock. Ready to watch it just suddenly go ping. I'll lift it up so you can watch it. Oh yeah, you can see it there. Embossing is so much fun and it's so easy. Don't be afraid of it. I used to be so afraid of embossing, like it was a big deal. Now it's like, oh, I almost use it every card. Does it not have embossing in it? What? I'm shocked. That's almost what it's like. So there we go. Give it a little bend while it's warm. And that looks very happy. And then we'll put the insert. And so the best thing about this card style, and I'd love to see the colours you choose, but you could choose any colour you wanted. I was actually going to try doing it with the Merry Merlot. I thought that would be a really nice one to do, so I'll have to give that a try one day. Oops. Because it's not a colour that I've used a lot, and it's not a colour that I've seen others use either. So we need to give that some attention. There we go. And boom. We are done, other than giving our little flower a little wash with our chamois. Bit of chamois. Look at that. Just cleans so well. Done. Nothing. Just love it. Chop it. So that's our card today. Can you believe how quick that was? I'm like a machine, like a video machine maker. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed making this card, and I really hope you do make it. I hope you enjoyed watching me make it, but I really hope you make it and try different colours. See what you come up with. I love it with the berry burst, and if you wanted to, you could even add a few colours. You don't have to go monochrome. You could add a number of different colours and see what happens. Just have a bit of fun with it. But you are going to love this stamp set. I hope I've sold you on it. I really, really do love this stamp set so much. I think it's going to be super popular. And just be aware that celebration items have run out this time. So you do not want to wait. If you know that you want this stamp set, please don't wait, because the ribbon ran out. The punch, there was a punch that ran out and isn't coming back until March, the punch. But this celebration item, the ribbon, we couldn't believe it. We're like, what? A celebration item ran out? I think this might be one of them. So just watch it. Don't wait too long. 15th of February. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and we'll see you soon.